Well, this might just be it. West Ham 2, Arsenal 2. What happened in that game? It's hard for me to put into perspective because we're 2-0 up, we're cruising, and you're thinking, okay, this is West Ham, it's not Anfield, it's not Liverpool, it's not a team that has been there and been in these situations before, knows how to come back from these things. They're fighting for their lives in the league. And we still go and draw 2-2. I'm not going to blame Saka for his penalty miss because we know how pressurising that is. Other players have been there. They've done that before. They've missed pens. So I'm not going to blame him at all. But it was just a really, really, really bad performance. Clearly didn't learn our lesson. And to be honest, I think the blame for this one lies on Arteta. He took too long, in my opinion, with the substitutions in the second half. I thought Trossard should have come on much earlier. I don't know why he was taking off Gabriel Jesus. I thought he was our main threat in the attack. I don't think, apart from the penalty miss, I don't think Saka had a great game. And defensively, Gabriel, again, it was flashbacks to old him, diving in, doesn't need to. Holding was going to get to that ball ahead of Paqueta, but he still clips him and he goes down. The second goal, you know what, fair play to Bowen. It's one of those. But West Ham, they didn't really look like they were going to create much more apart from what they got. And I'm going to say, I hold my hands up and say, fair play to West Ham, because to come back from 2-0 down against top of the league when you're fighting for your lives is incredible. Now, here we go. The bottling talk starts. Drew 2-2 versus Liverpool last week. Drew 2-2 again versus West Ham today. We've got Southampton on Friday night. That has become a huge game. We cannot afford to do anything but win that game. Considering we've got Man City a week on Wednesday, we have to win against Southampton. We have to win big, send out a statement. And I'm confident we will, because you know what, blips like this happen. I remember when we sat here after the Everton game when we lost 1-0 and then we went to drew with Brentford at home the next week. The same talk was around, oh, here we go, Arsenal are going to bottle it. The time starts now. Their downfall is now. I mean, they went on a 7-game winning streak. So anything can happen. And if anything, today has shown that. I'm going to put it as Michael Owen said best, and I know he's not the greatest pundit in the world, but there are more twists and turns to come in this. There's 7 games left. And again, City, I think, we've been so used to them in the past just being able to go and win every single game in the run-in, but I don't think this is the same Man City side, and I do think there is going to be a banana skin in there somewhere. Arsenal have had 2 already, and they have to bounce back because they cannot afford to go to the Etihad only 1 point or 2 points ahead of Manchester City. That would be, really not good. So, we'll see what happens. But you know what? Fair play to West Ham. I think 2-2 in the end, you have to say, was a fair result. But Arsenal have not bottled it yet. I think people are still forgetting that although City have a game in hand, that's still a 1 point gap. Everyone's making out like Arsenal are going to fall so far behind City if they win out their game in hand. It's 1 point. 1 point gap. If they beat us, they go 2 points ahead. They lose a game, we win, we're back on top. So it just shows how close this title race is. And everyone, I think, needs to lay off Arsenal because, it's just tough. We've had such a good season, but, it feels like Newcastle last year. It feels like a loss today. It really does. But anyway, West Ham 2, Arsenal 2. Great game in the league. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you for my reaction. Or actually, Premier League talk probably tomorrow. Yeah, thank you for watching.